Hey everyone, Gary of the Elysiums here, back with another new CD purchase video. I believe this is part 49. I forgot to look again at what part this is going to be. If it is, part 50 is next, so I better make that one big. I think I have some shopping to do for that one. Now, before we get in this video, if you haven't already, do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button, like this video. You get updates every time I post a video. It helps support my channel, which I appreciate, and it gives me motivation to post more videos like this. I haven't posted a video in the last 2 days. I apologize. I've been pretty busy with work, which is the reason why. So I had to get this one in. So the first 3Ds I actually picked up yesterday from someone off of Facebook Marketplace. 3 CDs I was missing, and it was actually supposed to be 4. But I didn't realize the 4th one was supposed to be Rob Zombie Live. The one is called Zombie Live. But I didn't realize that he posted a White Zombie CD also. And I said, I'll take the Zombie, meaning Zombie Live. So he gave him the White Zombie. Anyway, the guy was super cool about it. I told him, I was like, oh, my fault. I should have specified. Told me I can come back to his house when I get a chance. And he's going to, swap them out for me. So I appreciate that. So these, like I said, these next 3 are from him. First up is Shadows Fall. The War Within. Can't speak there. This is the 2 CD set. I think this is every time I've seen this, I've never actually seen this in jewel case. I've always seen it in the 2-disc set. So this is a DVD right here. So this features some music videos, Stepping Outside the Circle, Of One Blood, live bootlegs, and actually 2 guitar lessons and a drum lesson, which is pretty cool. Shadows Fall, they haven't really released anything that recently, but they're a really decent band in the early to mid 2000s. I do like them. I used to own this CD. I don't know what happened to it, but I don't own anything by them right now, so which is why I wanted to grab it. Next up, like I said, started to be a staple of these videos. Seven Dust, Kill the Flaw. Another one, I remember this came out, I decided not to grab it. I just remember being really into more extreme metal at the time, and I was like, I'll spend my money on something else. 2015 release, I want to say. There's the guys there. Yeah, 2015. Cool gatefold, digipack. It's in good condition. It's got to give me some good stuff. What's cool about this Seven Dust album is, obviously they started out with as a new metal band. With the release of their self-titled album back in 1997. They did that probably for the first 4 albums. And this is more of like a heavy rock, more of a moderate rock sound. But it's Seven Dust. It's still great. Lejean's vocals are amazing. So they kind of, they kept their head above water with this, and I'm surprised the band doesn't get played more on modern rock radio, because they do have some really decent songs that could be hits. And the last one from the guy I got, this is the Family Values Tour compilation from 2006, featuring Korn, Deftones, Stone Sour, Flyleaf, who else was on that? Darren Gray, 10 Years, and Dead Sea. So happy to have this, because I do have the other Family Values Tour CDs from 98 and 99. The 99 one, I actually have both. I had the standard release and I had the deluxe edition, which was in the pink. And it came with like the piece of bubble gum in there and that little booklet inside, stickers and all that, so pretty cool. So this CD features a good amount from Korn. We have Right Now, Coming Undone, Blind, and there's also Chutes and Ladders into Wicked, featuring Chino, who did the vocals on Wicked from Life is Peachy. And then Freak on a Leash, featuring Corey Taylor from Stone Sour, or Slipknot, Stone Sour. And this one, at this time, Stone Sour came out with their big hit, Through Glass, so that's what's on here. Flyleaf is a newer band on this, so cool to have that on there. Of course, Deftones are always great. They do My Own Summer and Nosebleed on this. So yeah, like I said, excited to have this finally. And speaking of Flyleaf, I picked up the debut, I should say EP. It's only 6 tracks and a video. Flyleaf was I don't know if they're still around, but decent band when they came out. I was really into them. Whoop. And there you go, EP. Before the debut album. This was kind of like I want to say like the new metal version of Paramore. you know, with the girl singer and the band. But they were more of like a mid 2000s hard rock band. Good stuff if you haven't heard it. This stuff is really good, the EP, and their debut album is also really good. Next up, we have a couple compilations. This is Fender 50th Anniversary Guitar Legends. As you see there, it says featuring classic performances by Jeff Beck, Dick Dale, Buddy Guy, Buddy Holly, Bonnie Raitt, Keith Richards, the Vaughns, which is Stevie Ray and Jimmy, and so the Vaughn brothers. Sorry, I'm reading it backwards. Yeah, so there's tracks on here. It's just a compilation. We know these songs, like, you know, Buddy Holly, what's That'll Be the Day. There's Dire Straits doing Sultans of Swing. The Vaughn brothers doing the Telephone Song. Clapton doing Let It Rain. He's also on here. Hendrix, Spanish Castle Magic. Smoke on the Water, Come As You Are by Nirvana. Waylon Jennings, Rainy Day Woman. Dick Dale doing Miserlou. What else we got? Surfing USA by the Beach Boys. Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Albert Collins, and who else is on here that I didn't mention? Richie Sambora. So obviously they are musicians that all play different forms of Fender's guitars, such as Stratocaster, Telecaster, Jaguar, Mustang, Jagstang, in the case of Kurt Cobain. But you know, the booklet's cool because it shows you off their signature guitars, a little story about each one. Yeah, it's something to throw on when you're driving or whatever. And this I picked up because I have Volume 1, obviously. Monsters of Rock Volume 2. Remember those commercials? What year did this come out? 2000. I missed those infomercials. They were super cool. You like wake you up in the middle of the night. It's either Girls Going Wild or Monsters of Rock that would wake you up. So this is a mixture of like some hair metal bands, some other bands from the 80s, going into the early 90s. So we have like Slaughters on here, White Lion, Nelson, Trickster, Vixen, Danger Danger, Enough's Enough, Rainbow, Aldo Nova, and Brittany Fox. But then we also have non-hair metal artists like Scandal doing The Warrior, Asia, Yes, Owner of a Lonely Hearts on here. I wouldn't say that would be, or I don't know, I guess, whatever. I wouldn't put that on here. Your Love by The Outfield, awesome song, but I don't think it's a Monster of Rock song. I don't know. So Cutting Crew, I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight. I thought that was the weirdest cut to be included on here. But yeah, like I said, cool compilation to throw on. This one was excited to find. B.B. King, Indiana, Ola, Mississippi Seeds. He's got his guitar as half of a watermelon there, which looks pretty cool. Plugged into an amplifier. This is a 1970 release from B.B. King, excuse me. You know, just the basic MCA release. These all look the same. Same color, same back, just different songs. But this is a really cool album. I love the intro, Nobody Loves Me But My Mother. This definitely defines the blues on that one. Until I'm Dead and Cold's another great track off of this, and Hummingbird, which ends it. Some really good songs. Next, we have the Best of Van Morrison, Volume 3. This is a 2-disc set. Features stuff from his early to mid 2000s career. A lot of special guests and guest stars on this one. Features. You know, when I first saw Moondance, I'm like, wait. But then I realized it's Moondance with, where is it now? Georgie Fame. Gloria with John Lee Hooker, which is actually really good because you know, obviously John Lee Hooker's he's a legend. Junior Wells on this, so some great blues guys on here. There's a couple of remixes on here. B.B. King's on here, Carl Perkins, Ray Charles. Some musical legends on that one. Next up is a CD that, well, it's an album, I should say, that I remember. I never really heard of the guy, but it was one of those vinyl records that I found of my uncle's and my grandmother's house. You know, I've said the story a dozen times. So when I saw the CD, I decided to pick it up. And, you know, I don't really remember the album too well. I know I listened to it, but I wasn't that into it. So when I saw the CD, I said, oh, why not? I'll pick it up for the nostalgia of it and, you know, check it out again. So it's Leon Redbone with Double Time. Not to be confused with the band Redbone, the Native American band Redbone, which sings the huge hit Come and Get Your Love. Leon Redbone, more of a singer-songwriter. It does open with a cover, Diddy Wa Diddy. Some blues stuff on here. Like I said, I don't really remember this in full, but I gotta check it out. 1977 release. You know, at first I thought Leon Redbone and Redbone were the first until I really got into music and realized that they're different. They're not the same. All right, next up is this is a well-known artist. You know, he's comedic. First time I've actually owned anything run by him, and I remember when this first one came out back in 2000 probably. I actually wanted it, and I forget the song that was on the on MTV. I think I do, but if you remember it, the debut song, the video, all that, let me know. So when I saw it, I figured, why not? I'll pick it up. It's Weird Al Yankovic, Running with Scissors. The saga begins, opens it. It's basically Don McLean's American Pie rewritten with Star Wars lyrics. Pretty fly for a rabbi. Obviously, the take off the Offspring song. But I feel like the hit single off of this that had the video was It's All About the Pentiums, which was, yeah, that was the video. Now I'm thinking of it. It was a take of All About the Benjamins by you know Puff Daddy and Mace. I used to be like, I hate this guy. My dad's like, he's a nerd. I hate him too, but he's actually pretty funny to listen to songs. And he's good. And I picked this up also, Poodle Hat. You know, these are later releases for him. Like I said, 2000's 25 years ago, but you know, the guy was out since the late 80s. Poodle Hat, this is a 2003 release. Yeah. Wanna Be Your Lover, complicated song. eBay. Yeah, funny stuff. So like I said, this is the first I have of him, and if I see his other albums, I'll probably grab them, some of the early stuff, just because, I don't know, it's fun to throw on once in a while and just have a laugh. Alright everyone, that is my latest new CD purchase video. Thank you for watching, and I will check you in the next video. Take care.